everyone, this is Betty with Bettysstampingcrazy, and I'm back with another video for you. This one is going to be a little treat. Not exactly a box, but I'm going to be using the Jar of Love. I'll be using the stamp set. Let me get all my stuff over here. I will be using the stamp set, the Jar of Love, and what I'm going to be using is this image right here, which is kind of a flower, and then this image right here. I'm also going to be using the little, it looks like a lightning bug, I think that's what it's supposed to be, and also the lid for the jar. I believe that's all I'm using out of this stamp set. And then I have this stamp set that I'm going to be using this banner right here, which I also have the punch for, which is our duo banner punch, and this is a bundle that you can get for 10% off of the purchase price. So anyway, I'm using this one right here, and then I'm using, let me find it, Friend, and there's a sweet on here somewhere. Yeah, right there. Right above it almost. Sweet Friend, that I'm going to be putting in the banner, as you can see right here. And I'm also using the cardstock that I'm going to be using today is the Flirty Flamingo, and the base of this is going to be 11 by 4 1/4, and I'm scoring this at 4 1/2, 5 1/2, 10, and 10 1/4. So let me set that aside. And then I also have a piece of Very Vanilla that is cut at 4 1/4 by 4. Yeah, that's right. And I've already cut out my jar out of this one so that I can go ahead and stamp it. But this, I'm using the Framelits, the Everyday Jars Framelits, and I'm using the jar, the middle-sized jar, the lid, which I will be stamping the lid, and then this is cuts out the little lightning bug. So I'm also going to be using a clear window sheet, which is cut at 3 1/4 by 2 1/2. That's just to fit inside right here. Okay, now what I want to do is get started with my stamping. Let me move this up here. Oh yeah, and I did use the Flirty Flamingo ruched ribbon, however you say that. And also I have a set here of washi tapes. You don't have to use the washi tapes at the top if you don't want to. I like this washi tape here. It kind of gives it, sets it off a little bit. Okay, and also I will be using my punch to make my holes, and I believe this is the 1/8 punch. So let's set that up here. Okay, first thing I want to do is all my stamping and get that out of the way. So I'm going to take my Very Vanilla, and I'm using chocolate chip for these leaves and flowers right here. I guess that's just leaves and stems. So let's get that started. I'm going to go ahead with these two. Okay, I'm going to put this over here, and I'll show you how I did this. Stamped that one time, that's all I wanted it, and then I just took this, because it actually goes this way, and I moved it when I stamped it a while ago, curved it back the other way so that I could get it on this side, just like this, and just stamp it down. Okay, let's move that off to the side. Then I took this one and I just kind of went like this. Just pull it down a little bit, stamp it down, moved it over, and stamped again. Same thing on the other side. Whoops, I forgot to move it over because I wanted it doing the same thing. Just kind of curve it around like that so that it's from this side. Oops, I think I curved it too much. Didn't really want it that curved that much. But that's what I like about polymer. You can just kind of move it around where you want it. Okay, then I'm going to put this right here. Let's do this right here. And then just kind of move it over here. There, that's good enough. Yeah, I like that. Okay, move this out of the way. So I'm going to go ahead and get that lid stamped. Okay, and I'm going to use the Flirty Flamingo ink for my banner and for my little lightning bug. And I'm going to go ahead and stamp those out. And on the banner, I think I'm going to put him, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to go ahead and put it up here. But I stamped the banner down, and then I took these and just kind of set them in the banner like I wanted them. And I don't know if you can see that or not, but I just put them where I wanted them and then put the block down on them so that they would fit just like I wanted them inside the banner. And then I just came in here just trying to keep my head out of the way. Just like that. Okay, what else do we need? Oh yeah, we need our little lightning bug. And I'm just going to stamp him right there. Okay. Let's close this up for the moment, because I'm going to go ahead and cut out this and this on the Big Shot with the framelits that are made for those. And then I will come out and come back and cut out the banner that I need. So I'll be right back with you. Okay, I'm back, and one thing that I forgot to tell you is I did go ahead and cut this out, but what I want to do, since I've got it stamped now, I want to go ahead and put that down, and I'm just going to use snail. Okay. And I'm just going to kind of come across here just like, whoops. Put some there, there. Then I'm going to come up here and across there. Okay. Now I want to just go ahead and put this on here. Oh my goodness, I wish you could smell this kitchen. I'm cooking some chicken in my slow cooker, and it is really smelling good. Okay, set that down, and what I'm going to do is go ahead and bring the Big Shot over here for this part, and I'll show you how I did this. Okay, there's that plate, and now what I did was I just put this in here and just belt around until I got it down in the hole, and I could feel it when it popped down in there. Put the top on and just run this through. That way I knew exactly where my placement would be. Didn't have to worry about it. And you can save that for something else. Okay, let me move this out of the way. Take this off. Okay. And I am going to go ahead and cut this past this so that I can get to this, because I need it at the bottom, and I'll show you why. When you open this punch, you want to get to this bottom one. Let me get it in there straight. I didn't get the other one straight either. Okay. Now, Yeah, I did get it off, but that's okay. Alright, now I'm going to put my plastic on the back. And I just used glue dots for this. Turn this over. And I just put the glue dot in each corner. And I'm also going to be using glue dots on my candy to hold it in there. Okay, now just set this down on here. Doesn't have to be perfect. There we go. Okay, now I want to take this, put a glue dot there, put a glue dot there, and I am going to take my tweezers, because this has to be set pretty much just right, and I'm going to set it right. Think I got it. That's right. There we go. That looks good. Okay. Let's get this out of the way. Get this out of the way. I'm going to go ahead and take my Sweet Friend. You don't have to do this, but I thought it gave it just a little bit extra. I always do this, seems like. I'm also going to do that on the little lightning bug. Because of the fact that it's sitting up at the top against the very vanilla, I just think it gives it just a little bit extra color. I'm going to turn that over because I'm going to be putting dimensionals on it. Okay. Almost through with this. Okay. Close that up. I'm going to put a glue dot on him. I'm going to place him right here. And this, okay, where's my dimensionals? There we are. Put the dimensionals on it. You don't have to, I'm going to bring that down some because I'll be folding it over. Let me show you what I'm talking about on that. Go ahead and fold this on the creases. And I need my bone folder. Same thing up here. I got two up here. Come on, get on there. There we go. Okay, this is going to be coming in like this. Come on. You're going to catch it right there. So I want to set this where it's down below that. Okay, then I'm going to take my washi tape. I'm going to go ahead and do this with the washi tape again. You can do it with anything you want. You could put a piece of designer series paper. Just cut you a little piece of it, but I just wanted to go ahead and use my washi tape. So what I'm going to do is set it like this so it'll be kind of flat. Not exactly, but then I'm just going to put it right in the middle maybe. Just like that. Set it down. And you can cut yours off even with the paper, but I have found it easier for me if I fold it over. It stays better for me because of it being so hot here in Texas. It just works better. Okay, put that up, get this off my finger. Okay, on this side. Since it's 4 1/4, we're not going to get them perfect. But I am going to kind of eyeball it and get it at like 1 1/4, kind of in the middle of that washi tape, and maybe 2 3/4. That's probably good. And just kind of eyeball it and get it in the middle of the washi tape. And then what I'm going to do is bring it around. Actually, I think I'm just going to go ahead and punch it out up here. Get that lined up with that as best I can. Same thing over here. Find my little hole. Line that up. Then bring it back around. Make sure it's straight on the sides. And let me just get a pen because I'm going to be punching it out anyway, so it's not going to show. Just kind of get you a little hole there. And mark it there. Okay. Then come back in with your punches to do the same thing on this side. Get it straight. And like I said, it may not be perfect, but it's going to be good enough. And I hope I'm not getting my head in your way. It's never perfect with me. Get it straight. See, it's going to be straight enough, and you won't be able to tell once you put your ribbon in it. And I am off, but that's okay. That works. Okay, now what I want to do is go ahead and put my candies in there. Okay, and I'm putting 3. And the reason I'm using a glue dot is to keep them right there together, and of course you're holding it up, so it's going to need to I may have to put the 2 on it. I try to get them as close together as I can so that they fit right. Let's try the last one. Let's go ahead and put 2 on it. Maybe it'll hold the other 2 down. Okay, and I'm trying to get these all the same direction. Okay, then you're going to take your ribbon, and what I do with it, then I'm going to take it and go down through this way. Making sure I got plenty. Come back up through this one. Okay, then you're going to go up through this one. Okay. Now, I'm probably going to cut off. What did I do with my big scissors? There they are. I'm going to make sure I have plenty. I usually leave this on there, but I'm just going to put this back out of the way. Okay, then you're going to just tie a bow. And I'm not very good at tying bows on camera, so you'll have to forgive me. It took me a while to get the other one tied, but we'll get it close. And what I did was I moved it over a little bit to get it in the middle. It's not tight, but I never get mine right. And of course this one's gotten twisted. Try that again. I don't know how I twist them. Like I said, I'm not good at tying bows. And then you put me on camera and it's like, oops. Sometimes I can do it real good. And then they don't want to set straight. I'll probably fiddle with it after I get through filming and get it right, but you get the idea. I hate it when they don't do like I want them to. Twist them this way. See what it does this way. Don't want to do it that way either. Anyway, that's it. That's my chocolate Kit Kat jars. Oh yeah, and I did come back just to give this a little bit of shine. I did come back on the top of the jar, because you know jars are metal. The lids are, most of them. At least if you use the old jars. And it also kind of deepens it up, deepens the color up so it shows up better. You know, you could come back in, do your little lightning bug, which I didn't do before. You could even come back in and do some of these leaves, but I'm not going to do that right now. But anyway, there it is, your sweet friend Kit Kat. And this one looks better, so let's begin to put it over here, because the bow's better. Okay, if you would like any of these products, to purchase any of these products, I will leave a link to my online store down below in the description box. And you might want to try these. These are really easy to make. I know I make it look hard sometimes, but it's not that hard. You could do a better bow than I could. But these stamp sets, this one right here, I really like this stamp set because it is so versatile. It has so many sayings in it. And this goes with another punch that we do have. So you might look at it too. I'll put the name of it up on the screen because I can't think of it right now. But that's our stamp for today, or our project for today. It's not a card, so it's a project. And for those of you who have commented on my other videos, I thank you. I really appreciate you watching my videos and listening to me fumble through most of it. But I do get it eventually. So anyway, this is Betty with Bettysstampingcrazy. Oh, and on the July promotion, if you order $50 this month, then you're going to get a email back from Stampin' Up! At $50 for each $50 that you spend. You will get a $5 coupon code for next month. So until July 31st, for each $50 you spend, and they send you back that email with the code, don't lose that code. Write it down, print it out, whatever, because they will not resend those emails. But be sure you keep up with those codes. Anyway, this is Betty with Bettysstampingcrazy. Thank you.